Wow.
Just look at them play.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, second game of the day. First game didn't happen. So anyway, yeah, here we begin. The second game of the day. The first game didn't really happen because one of the team got disqualified. But this is a best of three playoff. It's the NxM Glory Season 1. And on our left side, we have Peak to Plummet, the blue team. And on the right side, we have, uh, how was it?
Your team is banning.
Right, we have Ben Nana. And Ben Nana, we saw from the
Your
previous
team is
matches they
banning.
did, they really performed exceptionally well. And I know for a fact that Peak to Plummet also have players that are quite above average. So this game will be a testament of skill, of metal, of their synergy, really. So it's interesting to, it's going to be interesting to watch either way. For the bands also, it's quite conventional bands so far. It's Gatot Kacha and Hylos, both the tanky EXP, uh, Flex, Roam Heroes getting banned out.
Always on the way. Your team is banning.
For a change of pace, there's a support ban. Mathilda getting banned, getting recognition of um, hmm, interesting. This ban is really being thought like of um probably going to be a Zushin ban because
Gaze the
oh
stars. Your team is banning.
right, the Louis of the Peak to Plummet is really something that you don't want to ignore. We saw before they went against a Fanny. They still called a Fanny with the Louis divergent play. That was insane to watch. So they are being safe in the aspect of banning Louis, but Zushin remains open. And Peak to Plummet, they do have the first pick. So, if they don't ban Granger or Zushin, they'll get one of them right here. Like, if they just decide to ban something as unconventional as Fanny or Harith, anything, like, there's so many good heroes up until this
Only
point.
love at night
But
Your
the one getting
team is
attention
banning.
is going to be Sicilian.
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is
guided
Hmm.
picking.
by lantern's light.
Okay, there's a solution ban coming out.
Your
Uh,
team is picking.
Hilda hasn't picked up. I picked up Plummet Yusa, although that does leave Granger open for grabs. It also leaves Harith for grab. It's, it's going to be interesting on how they decide to maneuver around this kind of situation. I mean, Matilda is banned, so maybe not Phobius, but Alpha is still open. And Granger as well, as I said before, is still open, and honestly, I think they should go for it. Kufra being hovered on.
And I wait
Oh,
for no man.
Your team is picking.
okay. It's not going to be Granger. It's going to be Beatrix and Kufra being picked up by the red side, which is interesting. Ben Nana, they're going for a different approach. I think they are confident in facing a Granger because I think Granger is going to be being picked up by
Among the
Skyzen.
plains
But
exists
before
the
that,
equilibrium,
it's going to
which
be
I
Eve.
was made for.
Eve can really punish the Kufra. If Kufra doesn't land his jump properly, Eve can really punish very effectively. So it is going to be interesting what they do here.
Experience the
Hmm.
euphony of
Your team is
suffering.
picking.
Granger has been picked up by Skyzen. There goes the
Sir,
Skyzen, and there
at
is
your
the
command,
Fanny.
your team is banning.
So the Kufra was a advanced pick for them to not counter Fanny with, and they were smart enough to pick Fanny before the second phase of the ban, because Fanny was definitely going to get banned if they would not pick here, if they wouldn't have picked here. So this is quite smart by the red side, I have to say. For the banning phases, I don't think much heroes are left. Like jungle, I think yeah, ban Nana should focus on banning jungle heroes. That should focus on banning jungle heroes that give Fanny trouble in her jungling.
The
Maybe
immortal
Suyo, there we
ability to
Your
go.
team
vanquish the
is banning.
shadows that
And
play
what Peak to Plummet should do is ban EXP heroes, um, or Mage, honestly. Either of the two. I guess, I mean, probably Mage would be more beneficial because they already have picked up their own Eve. Banning EXP leaders would also hinder their hero pool, so perhaps just focus on the Mage, I would say. Suppose we'll see what their what their plane is here. It's looking interesting so far. I mean, the Sicilian, the Granger pick
Let's hear
against
from the crowd.
Beatrix.
Your
Make some
team is
noise for
banning.
yours truly.
Oh, there goes the CC pick. CC ban. They're focusing on the EXP laners instead of the mage, and I think that may be a little bit suboptimal, but that's still okay. For ban Nana, I think they should again ban a jungle hero, maybe Alpha, maybe uh, Bane. Bane is also very good against the Fanny.
Time to drop
Hmm.
the beat of the
Your team
flash.
is banning.
So Peak to Plummet is going to pick up Bane, I'm pretty sure, because Bane is pretty solid here. It's good against Fanny, it's good against Kufra as well. Like, and overall, it's just a decent scaling hero that does insane damage when snowball. For the last ban, probably going to be focusing on the mage, I would hope. Maybe Xavier, a Vexana, Glue.
Your team is picking.
Hmm. Perhaps there is a Glue player on the other side that I don't know of, because this ban was very lenient to the mage, because now almost all the mid lane heroes are open for the ban Nana to pick. Like they could pick a Xavier, they could pick a Aurora, a Vexana even, or even maybe a Lunox if they're feeling adventurous. EXP wise though, they have a little bit of trouble. Valir?
Everything engulfed in
Huh.
Your
flames.
team is picking.
Okay. So they are really going all in on this early game advantage that they have with the Valir, with the Fanny, with the Kufra as well. They are probably going to invade the jungle, perhaps, with the Kufra. So maybe jungle should be someone who can hold on their own.
May you find tranquility in battles.
Your team is picking.
For the last two picks from Peak Diplomat, it is going to be Hayabusa and Badang. Both Badang, I like it. That pick is a very solid one. I feel like it has seen some popularity uh, ever since um, ever since the buff that he got last patch. He's been really viable in rank competitive games. But Hayabusa is really hit or miss, right? Because if you get invaded early, you do have your Hilda to kind of zone out the invaders, but it's just
10
Hilda. Like
years.
it's going to be hard for this
Imprisonment.
Hayabusa to farm if Banana, if they all focus on their jungle. Because look at their draft. It's all early game, the Banana. They're all about the early game aggression. So if Peak to Plummet somehow manages to make to the late game, they have a very good chance at winning this game. Otherwise, they might just get snowballed and lose under 8 minutes. It's going to be one of those situations where you either survive to the late game or you lose. Because I mean, Granger is pretty weak early, and so is Hayabusa. Well, we'll see. With that, the game will start. The emblems is quite normal as far as I can see. Flicker on all sides. Hmm. So Kufra could make a play here because there is no Purify for the other side. Impure Rage on Fanny.
Welcome to Moba Legends.
Up with that
5 seconds
begins
till
the
the enemy
second
reaches the
game of the
battlefield.
day. It's the
Smash them.
NxM Glory Season 1.
All troops
This is the
deployed.
second game, first of best of three. Um, so far it is the first game, so there is not any rules. I mean, not any score yet. We have both the junglers going to take their blue and red buff respectively, focus on the gold lane yet again. Hilda is really bullying the Fanny from her jungle. You can see the early game aggression coming from the Hilda, going to the bush, regenerating almost all the HP. But you can see the Butter Pig being strong here, almost going down. Oh, misses a fire, and I think. Oh, okay, that was a very close call. But the fan is here to collect. Eve might be going down here. Never mind, a flicker is there to save her life, but that is flicker and sprint use for the Pig team. But I uses her wall to maybe kind of stun Hayabusa is stealing the blue buff as we speak.
First blood.
First blood onto the Terizla as well. And their buff is getting stolen on this side. It's disaster on all fronts for Banana. He does not have the blue buff. He's still level 2. The Shadow Kill. Oh, being used on the minions. Flicker by Kufra and by Valer. Yeah, it's not a good start for Banana. They needed the early game aggression. They needed the early game snowball potential that they had. But so far, it's kind of hard. It's, I mean, Fanny isn't even level 4 yet. Oh, okay. The Shadow almost got the kill, but it's going to be Granger getting the kill on the Kufra. Hilda is here to support her. While Turtle is has spawned. This Fanny is struggling without the blue buff. Granger on the Beatrix. Beatrix has to flicker out, but the Hilda is there to secure a kill onto the Beatrix, and now it's 3-0. The goal gap is increasing ever so slightly. The goal gap is increasing ever so slightly. You look at the score. The settle fight is also going to go in the favor of Big Diplomat. Terizla is not level 4 yet. So is the Fanny. Look at the level gap that they're having. Hayabusa taking the Fanny out with just a shadow kill, with no shurikens at all. This is going swimmingly well for the Peak Diplomat right now. Terizla has no ultimate, so does not Fanny. Their level gap is showing, and well, it's not a good sign for Peak Diplomat because, as I said, all Peak Diplomat needed to do was survive to the late game, but they're actually not surviving. They're like dominating the early game. So it's I don't have much confidence in the ability of Banana anymore. You see the
Killing
Kufra
spree.
getting absolutely plummeted by the Hilda, eviscerated even. The RWM being used onto the Terizla. Hayabusa almost died to the Terizla as well, but the Shadow Kill is able to save him. But it's a 1 HP trying to sidestep all the cables, but it wasn't enough. Fanny gets a return kill onto the Hayabusa. Finally, their first kill. The penalty zone was nice, though. The Granger is going to steal the creep that is there. Oh, Kufra catches the Yeve. Yeve is looking quite low. Flicker by Valer is enough to kill her. The pushback with the Searing Torrent doing a lot of work from the Valer. Hilda doing some damage to Valer, but Valer is still the early game god. And okay, somehow he still survived. The Hilda regeneration is kind of busted. But Fanny takes out the Granger. It looks like they're coming back. Shadow kill onto the Kufra, but the ultimate is going to be distributed, and Kufra won't be killed. Just oh, Terizla is doing a little bit of damage to the Hilda. Not bad. But now we have Badang here giving vision onto the purple buff, putting his wall there. But this might be kind of a mistake here. He is alone. He has to use his flicker, but the Beatrix, oh, the Nibiru's passion, not quite enough. I mean, that was very bold. Oh, Hilda getting a kill on Valer with the. Okay, I did not expect that to. Kufra, oh, the flicker on the Kufra being whiffed so badly. The Badang walling his escape route. He messed up his flicker and he paid for his with his life. So far, so good for the blue team, I would say. Peter Plummet is absolutely relishing in this early game. The turtle is there, you know, they're taking the turtle. Ice Queen 1 being picked up by Valer. I was hoping a glowing one, but the Kufra Tyrant's Rage catches the Hilda, but doesn't quite decides to commit yet. But the Hilda is doing so much damage to the backline. Survives with a sliver of HP. Sprint is popped off. Oh, Badang uses her ultimate to try to do some damage, but Beatrix, Flicker, almost dies to Eve, but is he going to survive? No, the neighborhood's passion, and the fan is coming to take the kill. The Eve got too greedy for her own good. That was a very, very bad mistake by Eve, and that's a return kill given to the Fanny. Well, the meteorite is going to be taken down by Rangers so far. Fanny struggling to take her purple buff. Yeah, they need to put more focus on this Fanny so that they need to give more uh, area for this Fanny to farm. But now Fanny does have his purple buff. Now the Fanny can do some meaningful damage right about now. But he has to be careful with the Badang. The Badang with the wall is being really effective at canceling out the movements of the team with Banana. Badang is really, really, really effective. Or the RWM being poked off to kind of slow down the Kufra. Kufra uses his ultimate to kind of hopefully take out the Hayabusa, but Hayabusa does not enter. He is quite smart with his shadows, waits for the ultimate to end, and then only got the kill. The shadow kill onto the Valer. Valer got his ultimate, almost survives, but never mind. The Shuriken is there to end his life, and just like that, it is the goal gap is almost 5k. It is really, really bad for Banana now. I mean, they had the early game advantage with their competition, but now I don't know what they can do at this point. It's going to be very hard for them to do anything. Oh, Granger with the Death Sonata doing a lot of damage. The Nimbus Passion. Oh, Beatrice being caught up by the Badan. The Tyrant's Rage. But the Flicker is there to save him. Kufra also looking quite the RWA being popped off to the Kufra alone, but it's going to be just fine. Beatrix, what was she doing there? That was very, very, very not good. Shadow Kill is going to be used on the Fanny, but the Fanny does have a little bit of HP to survive, but not against this Granger. The Granger is doing a lot of damage. Not something you can just scoff off, honestly. I mean, if you look at the stacks as well, he does have almost 400 right about now. Um, as long as the longer the game goes, the more the stack Granger will have, the more he can spam his Death Sonatas and his skills, really. So it's going to be very hard for Banana to do any meaningful damage to really any of their team. Like, if you look at the composition, only Beatrix is favorable in the late game. Only Beatrix. Maybe Fanny too, but Fanny kind of falls off, you know. So it is going to be kind of difficult for them to maneuver around this thing. Oh, Shadow Kill coming into the Teruza. Teruza has Flicker, has to use Flicker, but still gets taken out by the Granger, the Death Sonata, with the Sky Piercer as well. Oh my god, he does have 30 stacks with him. Uh, that's not that's not foreboding. Well, the inhibitor turret is going to be popped off, I think, the passive, yes, before even the Lord came. So it is really bad for them. They don't have any inhibitor shields with them, any no turret passives. The Hilda is zoning out the Beatrix, not letting them take damage. The artillery being poked off onto the Teresa, but Valerie uses the flicker. The Tyrant's Rage onto the Granger. The Granger is oh, that was very close for comfort, but the Hayabusa gets the kill on the Teresa, almost gets the Fanny. The Queen is being popped off, but now the Lord is here, marching on the inhibitor, but the Badang flicker catches the Beatrix. The Fanny is here, doing some damage, but it's not enough. Granger, on the other hand, is very, very low. He might just die to one single cable here. No, never mind. Hayabusa takes out the Fanny. Kufra tries to get the Kilda, but he dies to the Granger, and just like that, this marks the end for the first round. It is going to be Big Diplomat who will be
Victory!
victorious in the first game. So that's a 1-0. And now Bandana have to kind of regroup and learn from their mistakes and maybe, hopefully, make a comeback. Okay, so this marks a second game for Big Diplomat versus Bandana. Now it's Bandana's turn to pick first. As we saw in the last game, they picked a composition that was very, very favorable on the early game, but they did not
My
quite
mission is to
capitalize on
protect
their
the
Coach
forest.
is
advantage.
banning.
They didn't really play that aggressive. They didn't really play to their strength, and that's how they lost the first round.
Butterflies
Your
born by
team is
But
violence,
banning.
this
guided
time,
by
I'm
lantern
hoping for
flight.
a change. And change you'll get. The heroes that are being banned are pretty different than before. Hylos, Lucian, never mind, it's the same. I guess the change will have to wait. Hmm.
Fight! Fight for the
Your
ultimate
team is
answer.
banning.
Always on the way.
Your team is banning.
Helga, Matilda, very basic bans. Huh.
I am not the only one
Your
bound by
team
these
is banning.
chains.
Phobias is interesting. Huh.
Muscle of iron.
Your
Bones of
team is
steel.
picking.
Experience the
Your
euphony of
team is
Well,
picking.
suffering.
I guess we're going to see a Granger again.
Sir,
But on the other side, it looks like heroes have been flipped. Granger on the side of Banana and Fanny on the side of Big Diplomat. Certainly going to be interesting.
the fire of battle
Your team
never
is picking.
extinguishes.
I love the smell of
Franco
burning
against the Fanny.
wood.
Okay, very smart. The Bloody Hunt can and will interrupt the Fanny's movement, but not if it gets
I
interrupted by
will
the
practice
Fanny,
the
by
primal
the
lightning,
Your
by the
team
the
is
hunter of
picking.
all the
Masha.
evil gods.
Okay, I like their pick so far on the side of Banana. They're going for heroes that are very annoying in the surface. Like Edith is a good
Where there is
counter,
light, there
Your
are
so
team
also
is
is
banning.
shadows.
Franco, but that left Louis open. I mean,
Love and
Your
magic
team
are
is banning.
everlasting.
We saw Louis being played by Peak Diplomat, how they utilized their ultimate to their strength very, very effectively. So it's going to be interesting how they play against that.
Magic is my life.
Your team is banning. Your team is banning.
Hmm.
Sand rises when I give the
Your
word.
team is picking.
Wipe
Your
out
team
all the
is
injustice
picking.
in the world.
Okay. Well, you're playing with a Chao now on the big Plummet side. On the side of Banana for the last two heroes, it's probably going to be a Suyo. Perhaps okay, Aurora is decent enough. Um, I guess
Asleep
Fanny,
as
I
a
suppose
sloth
that's the
never
only
rests.
hero that you could
And
even
Thanks to
choose to
kindness
Your
being.
team
is a
is
glacier's
picking.
plague
heart.
this world.
I suppose that's the only hero you can even think of playing against a Fanny. But now they're choosing
I'm
their own.
born with talent.
Right, so they're not going to pick a marksman for the peak diplomat. So I'm thinking this is a Masha gold. Huh. Certainly interesting. And a Masha gold is okay. I guess we'll see how it plays out this game. Huh. Savage Warrior. Hmm. Okay.
Welcome to Moba
All
Legends.
right. Here we go. Second game of the day.
5 seconds
Best
till
of
the enemy
three.
reaches the battlefield.
Peak
Smash
to
them.
plummet versus
All troops select.
Banana. And now on the blue side we have Banana. It's already 0-1. One being the team of Peak to plummet. So now Banana has to um kind of Banana has to like regroup and make new strategies for them to come up with to maybe kind of get a comeback here. Inspire Inspire Edith is uh not very optimal, I would say. I also see, the fan is here to invade the blue buff. The retribution is there, but not going to succeed on taking that. Suyo is quite smart with his retri usage. Right about there. Fanny is chasing the Suyo, but he is. Oh, that was very, very close. When Fanny almost died. That would have been bad. Satsuyo is continuing his jungling efforts. Fanny going for her red buff. Hmm. So he's kind of wasting time on the jungle here. He didn't get this creep. This next turtle is going to come in 20 seconds. Franco is on the bottom lane. The roam is still on the mid lane. Okay, Franco might be getting caught here. Never mind. Chao is, oh, is cutting the lane in hopes for. Oh, the hook onto the Guinevere. The Chrono Dash. The Chrono Dash with the Doppelganger is enough to bring her back to safety. A fight is happening. Suyu is stuck among three individuals, but the Blade Surge is enough. But the Chao has the Way of Dragon. being used again. But the Louis did not have her skills ready. That would have been so bad for the Suyo if the Louis actually had some skills. But the divergent play coming in. Oh, Suyo is looking quite low here. He dodges everything effortlessly, but Chao still takes the kill. First blood. Suyo goes down, and Fanny is going to take a second kill on the Franco. A very bad start for the bandana. Well, so far that's a reset. Now they're going for this turtle. Level 5, although Suyo is. They're both level 5. So there is no retry gap that is going to be happening on the leveling side. Oh! Ah, Chao almost goes down to the edit. But the turtle is there. Chao is not there as well. The Lord is quite low. The turtle. Oh, a Soul Sever with the Retribution combo is enough to kill the Bloody Hunt used on the Penny, but it is alone. The Franco might be going down. He does go down. But on the flip side, Edith with the Inspire. Yeah, this is why you don't play Edith Inspire, okay? It's just not good. Hmm, that's another Ranger changing lanes to kind of hope for getting some picks here, but oh, the diversion play by the Louis. Interesting. Okay, that's a questionable choice. The Granger is go. The Granger dies to the Masha. The combo is very, very brutal. Now I see why they picked the Masha gold lane. It goes down, but the flicker is used on the Masha. The Frigid Glacier and the Bloody Hunt used onto the Gunniver. The Gunniver goes down, but the Chao is there with the Dragon used on the Aurora. Fanny is here to collect some of the kills happening here. Aurora does not have her flicker. He's not going to survive this. Scruffle. Oh, Tsuyo almost goes down. The flicker with the Chow takes out the Tsuyo, but that leaves Granger with a double kill. And now this Edith is also here. Tries to get the kill onto the Louis. Granger is okay. He almost missed that. Okay, interesting. Okay, that was funny. Hmm. Well, Turtle is going to go down to the side. Oh, never mind. The Chrono Dash is enough to stop the Suyo right in its tracks. Secures a retribution onto the Turtle. Oh, Louis with the combination with her displacement, doing so much damage, getting the Aurora to 1 HP, and the Guinevere is just taking the kill with the Chrono Dash. It's very interesting. Oh, the Masha, it's going to happen again. This Granger is being hunted down by this guy. But wait, this might be. Never mind. It's not a flip. Leo Dragon used the edit, not committing onto the flicker with the Guinevere missing by a huge margin. Now the fight is still on the bottom lane. I see the Franco missing the hook. Um, Louis is waiting for opening there. Fanny is a bloody hunt used onto the Chow, not to doing much damage. And it's the Primal Wrath, not enough. Oh, that version play onto the Aurora has to use Flicker, the Frigid Glacier, bringing down Chow to 1 HP on the top side as well. This is just happening over and over again. The Masha getting a kill on Granger and Granger getting the return kill. The Wheel Dragon used to the Suyo, and Suyo will die. I mean, at this point, I don't know what they can do. Maybe just hope for the Granger to farm. Because they do have still have a winning chance. The banana. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Their chance is very very low, but it's still there. They still have an opportunity. Or the Whale Dragon use onto the Suyo as well. The Chrono Dash, but the Suyo might be escaping with his life here, very low. Never mind. The displacement is there to get rid of. Oh, the Iron Hook onto the Louis gets a kill. The Granger gets the kill onto the Louis. Very, very much needed kill, I would say, so far. The Sky Piercer and the Wind of Nature by the Granger. Huh, interesting. Well, there's another skirmish happening on the mid lane. Chrono Dash and also in the Aurora. This has still have her pace. The Pretty Glacier. Oh, the Granger is looking very low. 1 HP. Gets down to the to this skill, the second skill, the Louis. The Wind of Nature was there to protect from physical damage, but unfortunately it does not protect from magic damage. Fanny coming in again. So many cables, but uh, none of them hit. This Lord is going to go to the side of peaked about it. Oh, sorry. Suyo gets taken down by the Louis again. Again, I presume it's a diversion play coming in, but now Lord is marching down onto the top turret. It's coming slowly but surely, and now it's not not good for them. Like, what can they do? Um, Oh, the diversion play coming in again with the Prison Glacier saw the diversion play preemptively ulted, but the Chrono Dash onto four members CC all of them except the Suyo, but it's a double kill onto the side of the Peter Plummet. Return double kill by Masha, and it's a 3 for 3, an equal trade. Even though that was a very very beautiful ult by Gunnibert, does not really do much.
Shut down.
Penny
Killing spree.
just with all the cables getting a kill onto the Aurora, just like nothing. Well, and the diversion play coming in again with the whatever that's a bait. Very nice. Again, Chow is looking for an opening. So is his Fanny. We're scouting out the purple buff yet again. The goal gap is just 4k now. The Whale Dragon used on it is quite tanky. The Primal Wrath and the hook onto the Guniver with the Pritchard Glacier and the Bloody Hunt is enough to take out the Guni right now. It's a 1 for 0, but all the resources are spent for the blue team. They don't have Bloody Hunt, they don't have Frigid Glacier anymore. The damage from the Suyo is very good, surprisingly.
Killing spree.
Oh, okay. He, he just got melted. Damn. Well, that is interesting, but this second lord is going to go to the big diplomat unless they can steal this lord, which I don't think they can, to be honest. Yet it's going to be a ultimate. Oh, the wheel dragon being used. Never mind. It's not going to commit to wheel dragon just yet. But the wind of nature is going to be used on the Granger. No wind of nature for him anymore. The purify used again, but the wheel dragon is here, being used on the Granger. The Granger used all of his resources preemptively. That was a very bad thing. Like Ranger used Window Nature here and then used a Purify here when he didn't need to, and that just led to his demise. And now I believe Franco should be going. Yeah. But now there are no defenders. Now it's just three players against Edith. Edith does have the Inspire, so he could ult now and melt the Lord, but he's not doing so. He's not ulting. Okay, he does it now. Quite delayed. Mid turret is down though. And I am lagging. I see. Still, they have their bottom inhibitor open for business. Oh, oh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, another diversion play coming in again to the Franco. Franco is getting pulled by the Rio Dragon, getting killed by Louis preemptively. The Frigid Glacier trying to stun the Fanny, succeeds in doing so, gets the kill on Fanny, and now it's a one ultimate. Oh, the flicker with the Guinevere is enough to take out the Granger. The hook also missing. Oh no, the triple kill by the Louis, and now it's just Franco against the whole world. Will this Franco do it? No, I don't think. Okay, nice try.
Legendary.
A legendary for the Louis. I mean, GG. That was
Victory.
something. And that marks the end for this playoff, at least for today, because the winner of this best of three is going to be Big Two Plummets. Banana will be going down to a lower bracket, unfortunately. Good game to both teams. Okay.
Again, the soon.
What?
Again, the soon.
Oh, okay. No, I was just waiting for you to say like the conclusion.
Okay, okay.
All right, then I'm just gonna end it, okay?